Hey, are you stressed out right now? Me too. But what if I told you there was a whole community here in Houston, Texas that's centered around bringing joy back into your everyday life? And I know that sounds like just another marketing gimmick, but everything we're gonna show you in today's video throughout this community really ties back to this theme of joy. Even down to this house. We've got lighting elements in here that match your natural circadian rhythm so that you get the best night's sleep. And that's just one of the features. In fact, the developer required all of the builders in this community to be well certified, which really puts an emphasis on your overall quality of life. They have upgraded air purification systems in the homes that we're gonna be showing you today. They've got upgraded water filtration systems in the homes so that you get the freshest drinking water, and they have state-of-the-art security systems that all of the builders have in these homes so that you can feel safe at night. And that's just what's taking place in the homes. We have 8 different builders building in this community on a range of different product sizes. And as we go through 4 of these 8 model homes today, we're gonna point out some of these home features. But the theme of bringing joy back into your stressful daily life doesn't just apply to the construction of the homes. It actually applies through the plan of the community itself. The developer took a holistic approach to the amenities that they designed for this community. They actually have dedicated reflection zones in this community that are thoughtfully created nature environments for you to sit down and get away from the stress of the daily hustle and bustle. And their amenity center that they're currently under construction on, it actually includes over 30 acres of parks within the entire development. They've got a state-of-the-art resort style pool. They've got a splash pad. They're putting in sports courts. And guys, it goes even further. They actually hired a full-time director of joy. Her entire job is centered around connecting the community, connecting the people through community events. They're gonna have community potlucks, wellness classes like yoga and even goat yoga. They'll have local outings, holiday gatherings, block parties. And even though the theme of this community is really cool and I'm excited to show you it, I'm also really excited to show you inside some of these homes. Because this is a brand new model home park, a lot of these floor plans are floor plans that we haven't seen in other communities, which means they're floor plans you haven't seen in other communities. So we're gonna start at the small end and work our way all the way back up to this big boy that we just went inside of. And we're gonna show you exactly what you can get for your money at all of the different prices right here in Jubilee. This community currently has 8 different builders, and they're actually building a bunch of different sized homes. And if you're not familiar with these master plan communities, I think it's important to understand what we're talking about when we're talking about product sizes. And so we're starting over here on the smallest end of things. This is Highland Homes model home, and this is actually a 40-foot product. They've got both Highland Homes right here, and you've got Coventry right next door. And what they mean whenever we say it's a 40-foot product is that the actual width of the lot is 40 feet. So this home you're staring at right now is exactly 30 feet wide. Now they're still able to pack a ton of features into a 40-foot product. And so this builder we're checking out right now, Highland Homes, has square footages starting around 1,600 square feet, but they're gonna go all the way up to this home. This is their largest model home, and this one has all of the upgraded structural features, which are actually gonna put it right around 2,645 square feet. I wanna get you straight into the home because it actually does open up nicely in here for a 40-foot product. You can see that it is a 2-story home. It's 4 bedrooms. But what I really like about Highland that's different is you've got a couple things going on here. You got a lot of really nice high-end finishes in a smaller floor plan at a still very good, reasonable price, which will cover the pricing after we head to the next home. But they also do a really good job on their layouts and their floor plan configurations of keeping it a little bit more compartmentalized. You still have that open concept living room here, but I do kind of like how the home isn't just one huge open concept. Everybody seems to have their own space. So as you can see, we're in the formal living room over here. You've got kind of your dining room off of this main area, and it opens up nicely. You've got 2-story ceilings that kind of go all the way up. You've got upper windows with plantation shutters, but they're gonna be able to bring in a lot of natural light into this living space. And then I like that the kitchen is side positioned. It's kind of like old school. It's got that dedicated kind of formal kitchen area. You've got the island that takes up the centerpiece here. And you've got 4 full-sized bar stools. So it's very much a good sized gathering space. And everything seems to me in a really good, convenient location for actually using your kitchen and cooking and stuff. So you've got your stainless steel appliances with your refrigerator, microwave, eye level, which is exactly where I like it. And then plenty of built-in cabinetry that goes all the way up to the ceilings, so you don't have that annoying gap above the cabinets where dust can collect. Now, this I found super interesting as I was walking through this home. I actually rented a home in Austin for a while, and the laundry room was literally in the kitchen. This one just happens to be off of the kitchen. So tell me in the comments below if you actually like that or not, or if you could adjust to that, because initially when we walked through this house, I was definitely expecting that to be a pantry. And then I was shocked. I was like, oh, that's actually the laundry room. So over here, I like that you got the windows above the sink. There we go. That's a lot better. Get that light in here. Modern upgraded fixtures, and then this really deep farmhouse sink with this spillover edge. Definitely a step up above builder grade. You've got really nice wood looking vinyl plank throughout this home. And I mean, it will pass the eye test for real wood, but it's gonna be a lot more durable, better for those pets. We're seeing this a lot lately. You've got your charging stations right here on the kitchen island. And this is actually the pantry, not the laundry room. Pretty good size too. Goes back there pretty far. Lots of storage in this kitchen. So for a 2,600 square foot home, kind of a mid-sized 2-story family home, I don't feel like it's got a tiny kitchen at all. And then I love the pull-out drawers. Kentmore cabinets, these are what I have in my home. You've got the 5-burner gas cooktop with the vent hood. Not too far to get over to the formal dining area. And it's a really good sized dining room. You've got a 6-seater table set up now. I honestly think that they're just kind of missing the end chairs. This could easily be an 8-seater, and these are pretty large chairs. And then I see this a lot in Highland homes. I think it's really cool. A lot of times they'll have this built-in kind of bench sitting area. And man, we should have opened these before. A lot of good natural light that you can get in through these plantation shutters. Now you can see the view a little bit better, and we'll show you when we're upstairs. You've got a little bit of the spillover from upstairs, but it's not some huge single room echo chamber like a lot of these bigger 2-story family homes. And then you do have a dedicated wall for your TV. And they even have built-in speakers up here above the windows. I think that's super neat. So pre-wired for that. Now, one thing that I love are gonna be these sliders. These sliders are definitely going to change how this home lives. Oh, I had it unlocked, there we go. So you can open up these sliders. These are a nice upgrade. These are $10,000, $12,000 slider doors, but it definitely makes a big difference. And this is a pretty good size covered patio for a 40-foot product. And I love the white brick. I know that kind of came into style about 3 years ago, but I don't think it's out of style yet. I like the white brick. It's a clean look. And then they did these upgraded pavers out here on their patio decking. What wouldn't be included that they did after is this fire pit. And then this is a larger lot for a 40-foot lot. You can see it's got a little bit of flair to it. It's a pie-shaped lot. And what I really like about this community is the grass that they decided to go with. So if you're not from Texas and you're not familiar, there's really 2 types of grass they're gonna put into communities here. They're gonna have St. Augustine, they're gonna have Bermuda grass. That's a Bermuda grass. It's almost like a golf course grass. It's softer on the feet, it's not as itchy. And to be honest, I just like it a lot better than the St. Augustine that we have over at our house, which is why I put turf in my backyard. So coming this way, you gotta kind of snake through. If you didn't have that slider, this is exactly where you would enter in and out. And I wanna point out, we were serious when we said that it's not just a marketing gimmick. The builder and the developer are very serious about all the features they put in their home. So they did wanna put little notes throughout the home as you go about the security system. So it's the security systems on all the pedestrian doors, the first floor on all the windows that open and close so your kids can't just open them and sneak out. Watch those kids. They got 3 different keypads, motion detectors, and a siren, and it's all included. Now, it doesn't include monitoring the security system, but you can always upgrade and pay a company to monitor them. Another thing, they've got the smart thermostat, so it's completely Wi-Fi controlled. You can control it when you're away. You can set it to smart settings, and it's got a whole home media filter. So up in the attic, they've got a huge filter. It's about this thick. We have them at our house. And basically it's a single filter for the whole home. It's gonna give you a lot more fresh air throughout the home. Especially a brand new home right after construction, you wanna make sure you're changing those filters quickly. And I like that they opened this up with the bay windows. This is a structural upgrade. I definitely recommend when you're building a home to add all of those additional structural upgrades, because it's something that you really can't go in and do later. So usually I say spend the extra money, do it now, you won't regret it. I've never had a client call me and say, I shouldn't have spent money on that extra size covered back patio. So now this was really cool when I walked in here. Keith and I both noticed, this is almost like a bamboo looking wood tile along the walls. I think it definitely gives a lot of texture and dimension to this bathroom, and it's pretty good size for a mid-size home. It's not too tight right in this area. You've got your dual vanities. I thought this was super unique. They've got the toilet in between the vanities. Check that out. And then over this way, I'm a little disappointed in the closet size on this one. I do feel like They probably could do bigger on this. I know some of their floor plans do have larger master closets. And then going back to this being a smart home, I don't know if you're too close, Keith, I crammed you in the corner here. That's a lot of wires, but that's because this home is packed with a lot of cool technology that is included in it. Now, there's still a lot of home to show you, but they've got another little icon thing here. This is talking about that circadian rhythm lighting package that they have in here. What's really cool is you can scan these QR codes. They'll explain all of the technology that is included in these homes. But essentially what it is you can set up the lighting in here to dim itself to your natural sleep cycle, so you're not looking at that blue light right before you go to bed. This is gonna be the entrance in from the garage. Check this out. Oh, they locked it. I opened this door earlier, and basically because they use the garage for the model home offices, they have a completely sheetrocked wall right there, so I almost ran straight into a wall. So you've got that, you've got the closet here, and then going back up to the front of the home, they do have a nicely appointed half bath that's off of this main hallway, and we kind of blew right past this. This would normally be enclosed. That's the sales office, but get a look at this staircase in the view. Highland does a great job of spending money where I think it upgrades the look and feel of the home. So they did these modern handrails with kind of this more squared off right angles on the nice finished wood. And then they did real wood treads on the stairs that match pretty close to the laminate flooring here. Now, I am very impressed by just how much Highland's been able to pack into the square footage that they have. Right when you get to the top of the stairs, you've got a really nice view of this front entryway, and then get a look at the woodwork along the wall. Over here, you've got the 3-tiered windows going up the staircase, and it just looks really, really elegant, especially for homes starting around $350,000. Now, as you look over this way, you've got another spillover. It looks down into the living room, and it just gives you a nice glimpse of how open this home is for being on the smallest lots that they offer. Now, at the top of the stairs, as I mentioned, these homes are a little compartmentalized. I wanna head this way before we show you the main living room. You've got 2 bedrooms off to this side. This one is set up as an office over here. So there isn't a dedicated home office in this floor plan, so you could use one of these 4 bedrooms. And then this is gonna be the shared bathroom. And I think it's pretty cool. It's a little bit of a hallway bathroom, but I love the little bead tile on the ground with the design. It's got like a light seafoam green accent running all throughout it. I think it's pretty unique. And then one thing that's really nice is the ceiling height in these Highland homes. Typically on the first floor, you're gonna get anywhere from 10 to 12 foot ceilings, even in the bedrooms. And then over here upstairs, you've got these right around, I wanna say that's 10 feet. It might be 9, might be 9 this time. 9 to 10 feet, so pretty tall ceilings up here. It feels nice and open. Decent size walk-in closet here. And then this actually connects through to the bathroom. So it's not a Jack and Jill because it doesn't connect the 2 bedrooms, but you do have access through this bedroom. And I haven't seen this in many homes lately, but I love this carpet. So it's actually, I'm drawing a blank on the name. Keith, help me out here. Come on, dude.
I have no idea.
Crocheted carpet. It's not crocheted carpet. Berber. Not Burberry, buddy. Anyways. Low pile carpet. We got some really nice low pile carpet in this house. I haven't seen this in any of the model homes lately, so I really do like it. Now, as you come down this hallway, it's really gonna open up. This is gonna be that secondary upstairs living space. And at first glance, I was like, you know what? This is a decent size for a mid-sized 2-story home for a little playroom. I like that they've got the TV cutout. This really does give you a good look of the downstairs living area. But to be honest, I thought that was it until I walked over here and realized this to me is the real game winner. Take a look inside of here. You got this upstairs dedicated media room, true media room with no windows. You can close the doors up. You've got surround sound built in. You got your fan. They got a 75-inch TV over here. They did the wood paneling on the walls. I gotta get this in my house. This definitely elevates the look and feel. And then you've got a half bath over on this side. And then this is gonna be your upstairs ensuite. Pretty good sized bedroom. You've got a full size bed here. Plenty of space for your dresser, big walk-in closet, and then right around this corner over here, because this is the ensuite, it's gonna have its own full bathroom tucked in here. So let's get you outside. I'm gonna run you through the floor plans and the pricing that Highland has to offer. Highland Homes offers 10 different floor plans in their 40-foot product series, and Coventry is gonna offer a similar amount of different floor plans and configurations. 4 out of their 10 floor plans are gonna be 1-stories, which means there's gonna be 6 2-story larger family homes that they're able to put on these 40-foot lots. Now, Their prices are gonna start in the low 300s with both of these builders. In fact, the base pricing on their smallest floor plan, which is just under 1,600 square feet, starts right around $330,000. They've got inventory, move-in ready homes around $350,000, and their larger floor plans, similar to the one that you saw here, are gonna be around $450,000. So all in that sub $500,000 price point, you can get a really well-appointed Highland home. Now, we still got a lot of product options to show you. We're gonna head from the 40s right on over to the 45s. Working our way up into slightly larger lots, we've got two builders on their 45-foot sections. You've got David Weekley Homes, which we've shown in a lot of other videos. We love them, and they are always energy efficient, but what I really wanted to do was highlight Newmark in this video because they've got a really unique thing going on here at the front of the house. And hey, real quick, if you don't already know, my name is Kyler Ferris. We make these videos just for you. In fact, we've sold 350 homes just this year to people just like you that are thinking about moving here to the Houston area. So if that is you, don't be shy. Do what we always say. Just give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us a quick email. That way we can help you make a smooth move right here to Houston, Texas. Now, obviously this is a pretty unique entrance to a home, and we've got a little surprise for you right here. You're gonna have to stick around. Don't show them yet, Keith. But come on in here. You've got a courtyard right up here at the front of this home, and this is a really, really cool, unique design. Let's go ahead and get you right on inside the home. I'm not used to having to walk through part of the house just to get to the front door, but I have to say, that courtyard setup is pretty unique. It's pretty cool, and it's actually a great little place. They have turfed for the kids to play where you're not out in the front yard and you're not out in the backyard. Now, once you are inside of this home, it actually opens up nicely. You got a really good straight shot to that balcony upstairs. Cool, pretty chandelier hanging over. And the first thing I noticed when we walk in here is the amount of natural light that you get. You've got kind of a formal sitting area slash office. It's not closed in, but you could close this in with some doors to actually have a formal office. And then continuing with the theme of just bringing joy back into your daily living, I like that they brought this whole wall of succulents into the home. I do believe they're fake, but they look real, gives it a cool vibe. And then I love this desk too. Their designers did a really great job here. As we continue with the theme of all of these added features in this home, they actually have something I've never seen before. I'm not quite still sure entirely understand it, but they have an emergency flash button right here up at the front door. So let's say you were in some kind of an emergency, you could click that button, and it's essentially an SOS button where the lights on the front of your house will flicker to notify first responders if you are in need of any kind of aid. Hopefully you don't need that, but it is just one more cool feature they have on the home. Now, these real wood floors are actually something I haven't seen in any home because they're mixing up the panel sizes. You got the larger, you got the smaller, and it really is kind of like a nice honey colored oak. And it's pretty inviting into the middle of the home. I will show you, you've got the half bath located right here next to the stairs. And I just love the design. They took the tile all the way up. And then this is gonna be your laundry room right here in the middle of the house. Pretty unique location, but very, very good sized laundry room, your staircase. And then this is really the heart of the home. This is the living room. And it really uses almost all of the width of the home. So it is very elongated. It's nice and open. And then here in the main living area, you do have ceilings that go all the way up to the second story. So check out these nice black windows, tons of light coming through here. In fact, you even have upper windows that are probably 18 feet tall all the way up there. And then it drops down into 10-foot ceilings here in the kitchen area. Now, I have not seen this setup before, but I like it. Now, their designer did a good job of finding a piece of furniture to fit perfectly with this island. But you've got two options in my opinion here. You could either use that front office area as a formal dining, or you could do what they did here and kind of use this as your informal dining. You do lose the kitchen island when you do opt for this plan, but you don't really need it if you're just gonna be sitting in here and dining anyways. So a couple upgraded features that Newmark does. And by the way, Newmark is a builder that we have sold with before. Newmark actually sells homes over $3+ million. In fact, we sold the Newmark upgraded model home over in Bridgeland, I wanna say for $2.75 million. So this builder does have high-end finishes, but they'll also bring it into an affordable product like this. So for example, you've got a really nice waterfall edge over here. You've got kind of a similar sink that we saw next door, which is upgraded, this nice porcelain spillover deep farmhouse sink with no divider. You're starting to get into some upgraded appliances here. So stainless steel Frigidaire, nice, more modern looking. And then I do like the cabinets in here. You got the gold/brass pull tabs, lots of drawers versus cabinets, and then Be sure not to turn this on unless you have a pot under it, but that is a pot filler. So you've got instant hot water tied in right here above the stove, so you don't have to carry pots around. And then, Keith, back it up. We missed something. This is cool. I believe that this would be for wine bottles. You could use it for a couple other things. If you have little kids, this is a terrible design feature, but if you don't, it's pretty cool. So lots of good storage here on the kitchen island. Now, I'm curious, this is a debate. Do you want just a perfectly clean kitchen island, or do you actually want a sink or a cooktop in the middle of it? Let me know. I think for something this small, I like that it has nothing in it, because check out the view out into the backyard. I mean, the view from that sink is gorgeous. So while you're slaving away on those dishes, that's gonna be a really great view. And one more thing, we gotta flip it back around, Keith. This is where they've got the reverse osmosis water filtration system. So you can actually drink from the tap. It's tied in underneath the sink here. And so you're gonna be able to have nice filtered, clean drinking water just coming right out of your kitchen faucet, which is really nice. Now, they've got the cornered pantry here, pretty decent size, a little bit messy, not gonna judge them. They keep a lot of their flyers in here. And then over here, you've got your Frigidaire oven, and then your microwave right here. So it doesn't have a double oven, but you've got options for it. Frigidaire refrigerator, 0 out of 10. They don't have any drinks for us today. And then back to that whole smart home lighting system. This is pretty cool. You can even set mood lighting up underneath all of the kitchen cabinets, which is really nice. So you can give it a nice little vibe. I'm gonna see, does it pulse to the music? It's dimmable. We're just gonna have to have a party and find out, Keith. I'm not sure. So lots of cabinet space in here, lots of storage, and you've got these nice double doors that open out to the back patio. Now, decent sized covered back patio. You've got your fan. It's pre-wired right here, 4 speakers, which is nice. So you just be able to connect those up, and there's conduit running into where you could set up a receiver. And then, I don't know, is this like a seance circle over here? We got a little shrine thing going on. This probably goes back into that mindfulness theme of the neighborhood. All jokes aside, maybe this is one of their meditation spots. I'm not sure, but it is cool to have some turf here. But it kind of flows seamlessly over into that Bermuda grass. And now you can see what I'm talking about with this grass. I mean, honestly, it looks like the turf. It's just a lot more wet because it's got sprinklers in it. So they've got the covered back patio with 10-foot ceilings. They decided to just go with an unfinished concrete, but you could upgrade, covered up with some type of pavers. You'll notice they don't have the sliders on the back door here, but they do have a double back door, so you can just open this up. Gonna be the more affordable option for sure. And of course, whenever we finish up this home, I'll give you a range of the square footages that Newmark builds in, as well as the pricing. Now, this one's a little bit different layout. Usually, we're showing you the master bedroom off of the back of the home. It's very rare that we get it up at the front of the home. So you got your coat closet right by the front door, and then voila, huge master bedroom. Lots of light coming in here. You got a view of your courtyard. And then this is a king size bed, huge dresser, massive nightstands, really well done. The artwork's tasteful. So what I appreciate about this room is not only do you have privacy where you're not like staring at neighbors or anything because you have this courtyard, but you have all 4 walls of this room because the bathroom is actually, you can close this door up if you wanted to, so you still have your bedroom privacy, but the bathroom's right through this way. So pretty nice bathroom. Seems a little dark in here. I'm not sure exactly what it was. I think because the light on the shower has a fan that automatically clicks on, I turned it off, but you got a good sized walk-in shower over here. It goes all the way up, which is pretty cool. The stone does. Huge freestanding tub, absolutely massive tub. Lots of light. I do like that it's the bubble glass, so you do have that privacy. And then I also think this is super cool. They took the tile all the way up to the ceiling and then put framed mirrors with a nice lighting sconce here. So maybe that's why it's a little bit darker in here. Normally you're used to seeing lights kind of up above the kitchen mirrors, but it's a good vibe. It is a good vibe. You've got your linen closet, toilet room, plenty of knee space, by the way. Come on, show them. You don't want me knocking your knees right into this door. And then, okay, closet is a little bit bigger than the next door because they utilize the space that you're standing in right now, which is kind of nice and cozy up under the stairs. Decent amount of hanging space over here. I think that overall, I would say this is like a 6 out of 10 in terms of size, but inch is a little bit up higher than that because you can store more stuff down in there, like your suitcase and luggage. And now we're underneath the stairs. Well, let's go on up the stairs. This home is right around 2,800 square feet, and a lot of the square footage you're gonna find right here in the upstairs. You've got 3 of the bedrooms over off of this hallway, but they have an entire dedicated living room up here that is pretty good size. And what I really like about it is it truly is a second floor. It's enclosed, it doesn't spill over, so it's not one big echo chamber, and it's gonna give you just plenty of space to have some dedicated playrooms for the kids. They've got a TV set up over here. You could easily fit a pool table, and I love how they did these built-ins. But I wanna do something really quick. I wanna sit down and tell you exactly where we're at today. So we are in Jubilee, and Jubilee is a Johnson development, and I actually personally have lived in a separate Johnson development for 6 years now. And the things that I love about it really are the things that we started this video with. It's that community aspect. They put a lot of money, time, effort, and energy into bringing amenities that are actually functional, that are gonna improve your daily life. And so in my community, we've got a great resort style pool, a fitness center, and there are amenities that we actually use, and that's exactly what they're bringing here. Their first phase 1 of their amenity center will be completed in the summer of 2025, and that is gonna include that resort style pool. They already have a full playground and park here in the community, so if you were to close prior to summer of 2025, you do have some amenities that are already in day 1. But this is a brand new community, which is gonna give you a great opportunity to get into one of these gorgeous homes early and capture a lot of that long-term appreciation. A lot of the builders right now are offering some crazy incentives, especially as the year end is here. A lot of these builders are closing out their fiscal years and they're offering some great deals. But the location is really pivotal here. We film a lot of communities all across the Houston area, but the area that this community is located in, I think, is one of the most ripe areas for explosive commercial development and growth. We're about 10 minutes northwest of Cypress. We're right here in Hockley, Texas, and we filmed another video called The Grand Prairie, which is another master plan community right next door. And the only time you see master plan communities popping up right next door to one another is when there's huge opportunity on the table. So you're just a few minutes away from the Cypress outlet malls, which are the best premium outlet malls anywhere in the city of Houston. So there's a ton of shopping over there. In fact, I wanna say the shopping center is like 3 miles long, and you're located just off of Highway 290. So if you wanna commute in and out of downtown, it's really not that bad of a commute. Or if for some reason you need to head out west, out towards Austin, it's gonna make you just that much closer with this ideal location. And the schools here are really great. You're in Waller ISD, and they put a lot of money into the school system here with these new developments that have really improved those school ratings. So now you know exactly where we're at. I think Jubilee is just at the very early stages of something that's gonna be really promising. And because of their commitment to that long-term vision of bringing joy to this community, and because Johnson is a really well-funded developer, and I can speak to from experience from living in one of their communities, I don't think you're gonna be disappointed at all living here. Now, up here, you got a couple different options. First, I want you to see you've got the spillover down into the main entryway of the home. I love all these windows up here, getting all this light in. And then check out how well they did on the design of this bathroom. I mean, it looks like Tulum in there. So it's super cool. Love the tile, love the green cabinetry. And then you got really tall ceilings up here. That ceiling height really opens this up. So in the first bedroom, they've got a cornered full-size bed. So plenty of space, a lot of room to walk around, decent size walk-in closet. That's gonna be that smart home panel where they're gonna bring in your Wi-Fi and set up your home security system down this hallway. Very interesting bed. I thought this was pretty unique. Let me see. A little squeaky, but overall pretty sweet platform bed. It's got a full-size mattress. It almost looks like you could fit a queen on it potentially. Not entirely sure. And then back over here, this is actually a larger sized walk-in closet. And then you've got an entirely separate room located over here that's gonna be a little bit more of its own ensuite. Gets tons of natural light. Look at this. You could almost put a real palm frond in here with all the sunlight that this room gets. It doesn't have a walk-in closet, but it's got the double doors with a lot of hanging space here. And then I'll let you peek in here and go ahead and see the bathroom. And then I'll meet you guys right out front. Before I tell you exactly what this one costs, we got one more surprise. You got the courtyard here, but we've got this extra bonus room. Now, Typically, with the base price of this home, this room would just come in as unfinished storage. It's about 240 extra square feet, but you can have them build it out. And look at how cool this is, continuing with that theme of health and wellness. You essentially have an extra studio that you could use as a, I don't know, a stretch studio. You could have a cold plunge in here or a sauna, or you could actually use it as a dedicated home office away from the house. But how cool is it to get air conditioned square footage separate from the home, located right up here at the front, where if you do have a job where you're like a CPA or a financial advisor or even real estate, you could have that dedicated home office here. And they even plumbed this one with its own bathroom, which I think is a super cool feature. Now, with Newmark Homes, you're gonna have square footages bumping up a little bit higher than what we saw in the 40-foot products, because these are 45. So you've got homes around 1,750 square feet going all the way up to close to 3,000 square feet, just shy of that. And their prices are gonna start just a little bit higher as well. You can get some homes starting around $375,000, and it would actually be difficult to get one of their homes up over $500,000 unless you spend a lot of money in the design center. Most of their inventory homes are gonna be in the mid to high 400s for a larger product, closer to 2,800 square feet like the one we saw here. But if you're looking for something a little bit bigger, we've got you covered. Let's go check out next door. We are on a little bit of a spiral staircase streak today, and this is actually not the last spiral staircase we have to show you. We're gonna check out Weston as our final builder, but we are inside of Pointe Homes, 50-foot model home, and there's just so much more room to work when it comes to these floor plans. So right when you walk in, you've got this kind of grand entryway, and there's just so much space in here. You've got your little table set up, but during Christmas, definitely gonna throw the Christmas tree right here, have that staple. And a lot of homes in these 50, 45-foot products are a very long kind of hallway, like a bowling alley. But what I like is this one's nice and wide. It's not too narrow. You have that extra little bit of space. So we're just gonna work through the home as it flows naturally. And now, holy smokes, look at the amount of storage. I love that they utilize all of the storage under that. Keith, I would love to lock you in here, but we've got a lot of home to show the people. So as you come back out of here, this is gonna be your landing area for the garage. And then you actually have your laundry room over here. I love kind of the hexagonal tile, the black tile. Decent sized laundry room located right here in the middle of the home. And then as we continue on down, this is a 5-bedroom home. This is actually around 3,300 square feet. So there's plenty of rooms. So we're finally getting that dedicated home office right here on the first floor. In fact, this feels very similar to my house. I did not build with Pointe, I actually built with Weston, but it's got a really nice flow to it. And then you've got just a little bit of a closet here for storage in the home office. This wouldn't be used as a secondary bedroom. This is very much a home office, or it could be used as a kid's playroom on the first floor, which is really, really, I think, handy when you've got those little kids. Now, because it's a 5-bedroom, you're gonna have the master on the first floor, but you're also gonna have this secondary bedroom with this bathroom here. So it's gonna be a full-size bath that's dedicated to this room. And this is a queen-size bed. There is an out-of-place chair here. Just give that a quick little look. Doesn't make too much sense to me. And let's check out the closet size that we're working with. Pretty decent walk-in closet, good size. And then I do want to point out, they've got the large vinyl plank floors in here. My mother-in-law lives in a Pointe home. I've done a lot of work with them. I actually like this product a lot. It's in a lot of their homes, and it's very durable. It's held up really well. And then dang, look at this. This is really what a lot of people fall in love with in this floor plan, is how open this is. And if you'll look around, there's not that big spillover balcony upstairs. So you're actually going to be a lot more soundproof. Rarely do you get 2-story ceilings where you don't have that upstairs kind of spilling over. And another thing that I want to point out is the ceiling height in the kitchen is over 10 feet tall. So it's a lot higher ceiling plate. So it's just gonna feel a whole lot more open. You've got white quartz countertops, your stainless steel farmhouse sink, pretty good kitchen layout overall. And they actually went with a more natural wood look cabinets. These are like a dark espresso. You know, for years now, they've gotten away from like the old red oaks, but they're starting to bring natural wood grain back into the kitchens. I personally like it, but I do prefer more of the white oak than some of the darker oak. You got a good sized pantry in this home. It's not cornered, plenty of space over here. One thing I wish that I would have seen, and I think you can upgrade this in their homes, but for a home of this price and this quality, I don't really like the slide-in gas ranges. Now, you do have gas in this community. That's important to note. So you are gonna be able to cook on gas. You don't have to use electric. And then you've got your stainless steel appliances over here. And I do like how the fridge tucks nicely in. And you've got a great view of the TV from the living room now. Let's head on over. You got this formal dining kind of tucked off of the back. Very functional, just how close it is to the kitchen. A lot of good proximity. You can go straight from the kitchen to serving. And then you've got these huge windows, pretty floor to ceiling, knee to ceiling, that are gonna bring a lot of light in and through this home. Now, if you don't upgrade for the sliders, this would be your standard door out onto the patio, but they did upgrade on this home, and I think it's well worth it. If I can get them open. We can edit that out, right? Coming on outside. So one thing to note, if you've got neighbors right next to you, you can't beat a patio where you've got walls from your own house giving you privacy. So not only does it provide more shade cover, but it gives you that nice privacy. I got bugs flying on my legs. And then this is obviously a huge upgrade. A lot of money spent on pavers in this pergola, but this will show you the size of the lots here. So pretty decent size. You could easily fit a pool here. It's not the biggest lot we've ever seen, but it's also not tiny. In fact, this lot specifically tapers in, so it's actually a little bit more narrow at the back of the home. And so this being a 50-foot lot, it actually might be a little wider at the front and a little more narrow at the back, but the home itself is gonna come out to be 40 feet wide. Now, if you do get on a larger lot, you can actually opt in for, you know, a 3-car garage on some of these floor plans out here. But a lot of it's just gonna come down to which lot you actually select. The good news is, because we're so early on here in Jubilee, you can actually do your lot selections early on. And then, golly, this room's got a lot of space. A lot of light, a lot of space. King size bed, got your dresser over here. I like that they carried these floors in throughout the whole home. And then it's not until here that you get the transition over into the bathroom. Now, we just saw this recently where they actually have a tub that's sunk down into the foundation. This tub is lower than the actual floors, which is crazy. Pretty good sized shower. They've got the bench. Uh-oh. I'm not gonna break that door. That's a model home. Sometimes they're stuck. Linen closet, pretty decent size. And then Keith, good luck dodging this mirror down here. We're gonna have to throw B-roll over it. But finally, a decent sized closet. You know, for 3,300 square feet, once again, closet sizes could be bigger, guys. Come on, builders, do better. Do better, but you can do this. Overall, everything here checks out. Now let's go check out the upstairs. At over 3,000 square feet, you really start to get larger spaces. Not only do you have the bonus rooms upstairs, but they're big. You've got your food table. You even have a small shuffleboard table up here in this family game room, but you're not gonna lose out on the actual dedicated media room. They've got the double doors for you to close it up, make it nice and dark. You could easily pre-wire for surround sound. They didn't in here, but this is gonna be a great place for your movie nights or for the kids to just have their own dedicated space. And it's really nice because there is only this small overflow to downstairs. So between you having your movie night downstairs and the kids having their own media room, there shouldn't be a lot of noise pollution throughout the house. You really do feel like you have a separate upstairs from the downstairs. Because I've been in a lot of homes that are over 3,000 square feet and it just kind of feels like one big sheetrock box, and that's not what we're looking for. So I mentioned this is a 5-bedroom home. They've got it teed up for 4 bedrooms here right now. However, they've got something pretty cool here. You've got the ability to have a walk-in attic, or you could build this out and turn it all the way over there into a 5th bedroom. Now here in Texas, we don't have basements, so what we'll do is we'll have walk-in attics. We call them Texas basements. Great place to store all of your stuff. As you can see, it's actually insulated in here. So considering it's pretty hot outside and it's not hot in here, it's a safe place to store all of your stuff. And a really cheap hack is if you want to leave this unfinished with the builder, it'll actually go on the tax rolls at a lower square footage, and you can bring your contractors in afterwards, completely finish it out, and you're never going to pay property taxes on that extra square foot. You didn't hear that from me. Coming into here, this is one of the 2 upstairs bedrooms. That would have been the 3rd if you opt to build this floor plan with the full 5 bedrooms, but a full-size bed. We'll check closet sizes. Finally. A little bit of closet space up here, guys. That's what we're looking for. You do share a bathroom. You got dual vanities, really nice tile work. And then look, the closets keep getting bigger. Thank the Lord, we're finally in that threshold of home where they're putting square foot in all the right areas. Full-size bed, could easily fit a queen. You could probably squeeze a king in here, but get a look at that closet and I will meet you guys outside with pricing. Now this was Tri-Pointe's model, but we also have Chesmar Homes that are building on these 50-foot lots. Now, as far as Tri-Pointe is concerned, this was obviously one of their larger 2-story floor plans. In fact, this was the largest that they picked for the model home, but they've got homes starting as small as 2,400 square feet going all the way up to this one, which is right at 3,300 square feet. And their pricing is actually gonna start in the mid 400s, which is pretty reasonably priced if you look at new construction homes and master plan communities throughout the Houston area. And this home they actually have running around the low 500s. So they actually have one move-in ready. This exact floor plan, under $550,000, right around $525,000, $530,000. Chesmar is gonna have similar pricing in those mid 400s up to those mid 500,000s. And then last but not least, we've got the 60-foot products, which still don't break the bank, but they're gonna give you 10 feet more room and a lot more layouts and floor plan configurations. We are 3 for 4 on the spiral staircases today. Come on in, we're gonna show you around this Weston. So, I live in a Weston, I love Weston, and this is gonna be the largest product size that's currently offered out here in Jubilee, although I did hear a little rumor that Highland Homes is actually gonna be getting products on 70-foot lots, but they're not building those out here yet. So, these are gonna be all over 3,000 square feet. I wanna show you the staircase. Nobody does it better. So, even though we've got other builders out here doing the spiral staircase, nothing's better than the Weston spiral staircase. Before we dive into the house, going back to the theme of the neighborhood, Jubilee bringing joy in. They've got the Joy Hub. That's literally the name of their rec center, where they're gonna have this really cool resort style pool. They're gonna have a work lounge for you to go up and actually work remotely from your home. And then this is gonna be your community map. You can see they've got a lot of commercial development planned for this community. When I moved into my Johnson development 6 years ago, they didn't have all of that amazing and convenient commercial development at the front of my community. But now I literally hop in my golf cart and I go straight to the front of my neighborhood to go grocery shopping, to grab Torchy's tacos, to grab my Summer Moon coffee, or I can even ride up to Dick's Sporting Goods, grab fishing equipment, and go and hit the lakes in my community. And you're gonna have a very similar setup right here in Jubilee. So it's just a matter of time. You gotta be patient. If you wanna go shopping now, you're just 10 minutes away from one of the biggest shopping centers in Houston, but eventually you're gonna have that right here in the community. Another really cool aspect, we touched on the schools, but I forgot to mention, they're actually gonna have schools on site. So you're part of Waller ISD, but they are gonna have an elementary school and a junior high inside of the community, and not all developers do that. So I think that that is really, really a great addition to the community to make sure your kids get there safely. So we'll go straight through into the heart of the home. We'll circle back to this bedroom down here. Now, one thing that I love is that they've got a dedicated home office with super tall ceilings. It looks like you got 16-foot ceilings in this office. Now, obviously they office out of here, but this would make a great home office or a great playroom. And you also have that second bedroom up at the front of the house. A really good layout. When I was building my home, this was my second favorite floor plan. And the floor plan I ended up building is no longer being built, so this probably makes it my #1 favorite floor plan now. This is called the Asher 9. Some things that I like about it is I love kind of the reverse double loop spiral staircase, and then it kind of comes along over here. You've got 2 options in this floor plan. You can have the open exposed railing, which we'll show you when we're upstairs, or you can completely close it off. But look how open this living room is. These are probably the tallest ceilings that we're gonna see today. And I think what really catches your eye is gonna be this fireplace. What I love is they use the full width of the fireplace. You could fit like a 100-inch TV up there because you can never go wider than the fireplace itself permits. Now, they do have this electric fireplace. This is more and more common in a lot of the homes these days, but they've got a really cool modern mantle setup going on with like the stone. And then it doesn't come standard to have the shiplap going up the walls. That is something that they added. Pretty big living room size. You could definitely fit plenty of people in here, and you've got a lot of space. But one thing that Weston has nailed is they have real wood floors if you dirt build with Weston and you pick everything out. Most of their inventory homes aren't gonna have this product, but I have these floors in my house and I absolutely love them. I wanna say they're gonna run you about $30,000 in upgrades, but in my opinion, well worth it. Now, this is the largest kitchen island that we have seen in a home in a while. I don't know how it comes through on camera, but it's big. I mean, these are spaced out. These are large bar stools. You've got 4, and then you've got the nice waterfall edge over here with this nice quartz countertops. You got the veins running through it. So it's got a cool black and white modern theme. And then you've got the 2-tone cabinets. And then this isn't even 2-tone because it's just all quartz. So, and then over here, you're switching it up. You've got black countertops, gray cabinets, gray drawers. And then this is an additional built-in that I really like. Holds all your wine glasses, super cool. I've got these appliances in my house. I've got the black stainless ones, but KitchenAid, nice and upgraded. They just give it a clean, more modern look, slightly more elevated. And then this cooktop is really sweet. 6 burner, really upgraded. You got your pull-out drawers underneath it. And then real quick, I do wanna show you back in here. So you got your pantry. Pretty good sized pantry over here. This is gonna connect you through over into the garage. A lot of Weston floor plans are gonna have 3-car garages, and then we'll sneak back over here in just a minute, but you do have your laundry room. But I wanna show you a surprise in there, so I'm gonna wait. They've got your microwave that actually looks like an oven here, and then your single oven, so all in a single stack. They do have some configurations where you can upgrade it and have a double oven. That's what we opted for, and we really do love it. Woo! And you can see that sun comes right through that upper window over there at this time of day and will catch you off guard. Now, one thing that I really am surprised by is just how big this dining area is. A lot of times it's deep but kind of narrow, but they've got a 6-seater circular table. You don't see this every day. This space could easily accommodate an 8-seater rectangular table, or you could even run it long ways this way. That's how wide this area is, but it just feels nice and open in here. Let's go out here. Let's get blasted by this sun. So this time of day, great time to be out on the patio. It's cooling off. And this gives you a really good size yard. I mean, it really shows you what you could do. Plenty of room for a pool, a play set, a shed in the back, and still some grass to run around in. And then you've got your good neighbor fence in between. So that's where they flip the panels. They alternate, that way nobody gets an unfair advantage. And then one thing that's pretty unique out here that Weston doesn't do in a lot of their communities is they've got stucco. We don't see stucco a lot on Weston products. Most of their products around the city are gonna be bricked, and then some of them are gonna be hardy plank, but very rarely do we get to see the stucco. Now you wanna talk wow factor, come on into this master. Weston's known for their tray ceilings, and here they've got a double tray ceiling, so it actually goes from 10 feet to 11 all the way up to 12, and they've got this massive modern fan over here. You've got windows looking out into the backyard, king size bed, and really just, I mean, a tremendous amount of space. Our bedroom's about this big. We've got a nursing area for my wife with our children. We got a Peloton, and it still doesn't feel crowded at all. And then one thing that Weston's really known for is just how open and spacious their bathrooms are. All the other bathrooms we saw today were tight. I mean, this is a huge kind of echo chamber in here. You've got your freestanding tub. We've got this. This is where we bathe both of our kids. It's great, super convenient, but you also have your recessed walk-in shower. Upgraded black hardware is really neat. Now, this is pretty unique. They went with some like 24 by 24 inch, pretty shiny looking tile. So I'd wonder how easy this is to keep clean, but it's got a really nice modern look to it. And then I haven't seen this before. Looks like they're trying something new with a cool little design glass here. But first house we've seen today with adequate closet space. We got 2 closets here. We got the smaller one, and we got the larger one. And then that surprise I was waiting to show you that I absolutely love, it's a feature that we use all of the time, is the connection between the closet and the laundry room. And what's great about this one is they actually decided to build a folding table on top of the washer and dryer. So it actually makes this functional space. Plenty of hanging space here. Keith, that might be a shirt I actually do steal one day. We're just gonna have to wrap up filming. That one looks pretty good. So that's it for this section of the house. Up at the front of the home, we are gonna have that additional bedroom. Another thing to point out, so one thing that's unique about the Asher 9, they've got different iterations. They took away the double front door. I personally love the double front door. Let me say this, if I could build a home, I would build a double front door every single time, but the expansion of getting rid of that double front door leaves you with basically a second master. So this is the first time I've seen this in a Weston. This is a full ensuite, but this room is huge. I mean, the floor to ceiling windows, the amount of space, this is a king size bed. And then let's just check out the closet space, see what we're working with here. So plenty of hanging space, 2 rows. Looks like you've got 12-foot ceilings in here. 12-foot ceilings on the first floor in a bedroom is ideal. And then you've got your walk-in shower. So this is a great guest suite for those in-laws or for guests that are coming into town. And then don't worry, if you do have the little kids, you got plenty of space upstairs. You've got your half bath located right off the front of the home, and you got an extra little storage closet here. So, got your coat closet, and then that's a pretty modern looking bathroom. Check that out, and then I will see you guys upstairs. Now, this is the only Weston that kind of does the double snake. I love the lines that are going on in this house. And check out this ceiling. You've got cathedral ceilings on the second floor with the wooden beams, but what's so cool is you can actually see them from downstairs. So from the first floor all the way up here to these cathedral ceilings, that's like 30 feet. I mean, these are huge, huge ceilings. You got a really cool bar area built along this wall over here. It's got 3 bar stools, you got the built-ins, and then you've got a really good sized pool table. This isn't like a staging company's cheap small pool table. This is like full size, which I really think is cool. We got a poker table here, and then Weston is known for having media rooms. If you're not familiar with Weston, they've got a media room in pretty much every single floor plan that I've seen anywhere in the city. Some of them are larger than others. They've got these frosted glass slider doors, which are pretty unique. Definitely have that black and white modern look and feel. And then you've got 3 more bedrooms. This is a 5-bedroom home. They're all pretty good size. This one's set up as a nursery, and you can actually connect through because these 2 bedrooms share a Jack and Jill bathroom. And so they'll loop through. You've got the queen bed in this one. And then over here on the other side of the hallway, you're gonna have a full-size bathroom. This is also kind of used as the additional overflow bathroom for upstairs if you're using the game room. But all the bedrooms are really good size. And what I'm really impressed by is the closet space too. And I love that they did the built-in desk over here in the corner. Obviously their designers came in and did this extra millwork, but it's a really good layout. None of these bedrooms share walls. These do share a bathroom, but to have 5 full bedrooms in a home, it really doesn't get much better than this. And the prices with Weston are phenomenal. They've got homes just over 3,000 square feet, going all the way up to this one, which is 3,800 square feet. And the pricing on these homes is actually really good. Let's just go on outside and I'll tell you. Now, when it comes to pricing with Weston, you're actually gonna see a lot of consistency across the entire city. This is their largest product that they're building out here. It's 3,800 square feet, and their smallest is just over 3,000. It's actually 3,400. All their floor plans are gonna have similar elements to them. They're gonna have the media rooms, the spiral staircases, but they're all gonna have little tweaks, like whether or not they have a additional bedroom on the first floor, or whether or not they have a home office versus a dining room. And that's what I like about Weston is it's very easy to pick the floor plan that really checks every single box. It took us a long time to pick ours out, but when we finally found it, it absolutely is perfect. We will never have to move again. And as far as pricing is concerned with Weston, you're gonna start out here in Jubilee around $580,000, where a lot of other communities for these same homes are gonna be up over $600,000, and even their most expensive inventory floor plans, which are move-in ready homes, are gonna be around $640,000. Now, you still have Perry Homes building on 60-foot lots too, just right next door. And Perry builds 1-stories in a lot of areas of the city, but they actually build a really beautiful 2-story home when they start to take lots on these larger lot sizes like these 60-foot and 70-foot products. And so definitely want to check out every single builder if you are out here in this area. And listen, if you're going to be all the way out here checking out Jubilee, you're really going to want to check out the Grand Prairie right next door. We got a full video on it right here. A lot of other options. Some of them are even cheaper. And as always, if you're thinking about moving to Houston, don't be shy. Reach out to us, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or click on this QR code right here. And a member of our team would love to help you guys make a smooth move right here to Houston, Texas.